Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome you to this week's episode of WWE Raw Recap Show. The fans at the American Bank Center in Corpus Christi, Texas, got to see some build up to the next premium live event, which is Money in the Bank. We got a world title match signed, and we at least know a participant from the for the men's Money in the Bank and the women's Money in the Bank. Hey, if you're enjoying what you're watching, click on that like button. Also, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about this week's Raw. And of course, be a champ and click on that subscribe button. And also, click on that notification bell so you'll know when my videos pop up during the week. With all that out of the way, let's let it rip. All right, kicking off this week, the fans at the American Bank Center got a pleasant surprise. As soon as that Burn It Down hit, the crowd popped. Out came Seth freaking Rollins. He comes to the ring, says, "Hey, he's glad to be back. He's here not only just to be, one of the best. He came to be the best, and he wants to regain his World Heavyweight Championship. Of course, cue the music. Here comes Damian Priest, the now World Heavyweight Champion. He said, "Look, out of respect for you, I tried to cash in on you, but as fate would have it, he wound up cashing in on Drew McIntyre." Seth Rollins said, "Look, we got a lot of similarities. Both are members or were members of, very successful stables. Of course, Damian Priest being a member of the Judgment Day and Seth Rollins being a member of the Shield. And both had cashed in their Money in the Bank contract at a WrestleMania. Seth Rollins mentioned before that he's going to compete in the Money in the Bank, but Damian said, "Look, you ain't got to worry about ladders or anything like that. Why don't we just make it a done deal?" And there you have it. The challenge was set. Damian Priest said, "Hey, why don't you wrestle me for the world title come Money in the Bank?" Rollins accepts, and I think it's been made official. It will be Damian Priest defending the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Seth Rollins at the Money in the Bank Premium Live event. So earlier that day, Chad Gable went to Adam Pearce and said, "Hey, I want yet another rematch for the Intercontinental Championship." Pearce said, "Look, you're going to have to go back in line." Gable said, "Hey, that's fine with me. Just bring me somebody." And bring him somebody he did in the form of that one big son of a bitch, Braun Strowman. So Gable got a little bit of offense in. Strowman kind of threw him around, bullied him around for a change, and wound up getting the pin with the power slam. Of course, Gable's still not satisfied, blaming his Alpha Academy students. So he called them all to the ring. He was about to slap Tozawa when uh, Maxine Dupree stepped in between them. Um, Gable threw a crutch, grabbed a crutch, threw it out. Uh, Otis, helped her out, and as Otis was helping Dupree out, uh, Chad Gable just smacked the piss out of freaking Tozawa. Poor guy. Otis finally had enough of this, got in his face, threw him around, and saying, "Hey, look, we're through." So looks like Otis, Tozawa, and Maxine Dupree are on their own now without Chad Gable. So it's going to be interesting what turns up now. And now, actually, uh, Chad Gable threw his name in the Money in the Bank, and I believe next week he's going to have be part of a qualifying match. So that's a hell of a step. Didn't win the Intercontinental, but get a chance to grab that Money in the Bank briefcase. All right, speaking of the Money in the Bank, we have our women's Money in the Bank qualifier match. Io Sky versus Kiana James versus Zelina Vega. Decent match here, but all women kind of got their stuff in. But Io Sky, she was vicious in this match, uh, and kind of almost dominating this match. Liv Morgan would come down to distract Vega and got her out of the way. That's when Io Sky hit a knee strike on Kiana, then hit her over the moonsault for the win. So Io Sky has punched her ticket to the Money in the Bank match. Of course, last year she was the winner of the Money in the Bank match, which later on she wound up winning the WWE Women's Championship uh, from that. So, uh, can she repeat? We shall see. All right, next up is promo time for Sami Zayn. He gets on the mic, says, "Hey, look, it's time for me to move on from Chad Gable, but not sure if he can move on from the Alpha Academy, but um, definitely time to move on from Gable and to other channel or challengers. Cue the music. Out comes Braun Breaker. He gives a hey, I'll be your Huckleberry uh, type promo. He wants a shot at the Intercontinental Championship, and of course, somebody else wants a shot at the Intercontinental Championship. That being Sheamus, he comes to the ring and says, "Hey, look, fella, I've been that's the one title that's escaped my grasp and all that." Um, so he wants another shot at the Intercontinental Championship. So the match was set up for Braun Baker versus Sheamus for in the evening, and pretty much going to determine who gets the title shot next. All right, next match we got Dragon Lee versus Carlito. Pretty decent little back and forth match. Carlito or Dragon Lee got a lot of stuff in. Uh, Carlito seemed a little. I mean, I'm not talking like stiff shots or anything like that. It just kind of looked like body wise, like stiff. Like didn't really want to move that much or take too many falls. But Dragon Lee got a near fall after a power bomb. Liv Morgan made her way to the ring. Vega comes out and a big brawl starts. JD McDonough wound up tripping Dragon Lee off the rope. This course gave Carlito the opportunity to hit the backstabber and win it for Judgment Day. I guess he's still a Judgment Day apprentice or whatever, but he wound up getting the victory. So uh, poor Dragon Lee still hasn't got his revenge yet. So it seems like Drew McIntyre finally hit it. Um, he said he's done. He's done with his company, and he quits and just walks off. Later, see Adam Pearce trying to talk to him, Triple H trying to talk to him, but he leaves. He uh, deletes his social media, which good move. Keep kayfabe alive, people. Let's we're here to make stories. Stories. Keep people interested, and this is definitely keeping an interest. But interesting thing too is CM Punk's going to be on SmackDown this week, so maybe maybe that might get Drew McIntyre to change his mind. All right, next up is a women's tag team match here. We got Damage Control members Dakota Kai and Kairi Sane going against Katana Chance and Carter. Very quick match. Nobody really had a full advantage. Damage jumped on Chance and Carter, took over on Chance. Chance came back, tagged in her partner Carter. Then they wound up taking over on Carter. Uh, Io Sky got the insane elbow in, but got 2 count thanks to the save by Caden Carter. Uh, Ilya Valkyrie wound up making her way to the ring, kind of distracted Damage Control, but it would allow for again Chance and Carter to make a comeback. They hit the after party on Dakota Kai for the 1, 2, 3. So, like I said, quick match. Fans weren't really into this match because let's be real. I mean, when's the last time Caden Chance or Caden Carter and Katana Chance had a victory? Uh, but like I said, I always cheer for them. They're probably one of my favorite female tag teams behind right now, Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler. All right, it's banger time. It is fight night, wherever you want to call it. Sheamus went up against Braun Strowman. Good little back and forth in the beginning. Uh, Braun Breaker will actually take over after he leads from the apron and nailed a clothesline as Sheamus leaning on the commentator's table. Actually, Sheamus would make a comeback later. Uh, he was there was one little glitch spot there. It looked like Braun Breaker was going for the corner of Frankenstein, or Super Frankenstein, whatever you want to call it, Hurricanrana. But looks like he slipped the ropes himself, and but uh, everything kind of worked out. Again, Sheamus made a comeback and was measuring Braun Breaker for the what bro kick, but Ludwig Kaiser would interfere, causing a DQ. Kaiser and Sheamus with brawl, and Kaiser will actually get the better end of it. Was setting up for that running shotgun drop kick on the steps, but Braun Strowman came from the opposite end with a spear, and uh, if you've seen the footage of this, it looks that dude is like scary fast. I mean, you would think a foot race, Kaiser. Well, I'm pretty sure Kaiser probably put the brakes on a little bit. I would think so, but still, it looked good. You gotta admit, it looked good. But then after that, Braun Breaker, man, he's a tense individual. He wants the gold. He wants the Intercontinental Championship. So he got Sammy's face, and uh, I would tell Sammy, hey, belt's yours. I'm out of here. I'll go back and wrestling Chad Gable for a while. But hey, he took a good ass kicking from Gunther. This should be some pretty good matches. Sammy will probably probably lead the way and uh, make Braun look good before possibly pinning him as well. But I would have no problem with Braun Breaker being an Intercontinental Champion, just kind of running people over. No problem with that. But fans today, they do get kind of sick of it. So hopefully, hopefully Paul knows what he's doing. All right, now it's time for your main event, and it is a men's Money in the Bank qualifier match. Jay Uso versus Finn Balor versus Rey Mysterio. Uh, Good match here. I really did dug this match here. Mysterio in the end will hit the 619 on all or both Finn and Jay Uso. Then Dominic and JD will all and Carlito will all interfere. Finn will hit the coup de grace on Ray, but as he was making the cover, Jay hits the Uso splash and pulls Finn towards him, hooks the leg for the 1, 2, 3. So Jay Uso punched his ticket to the Money in the Bank match, and as he was celebrating, the lights turn out, and it looked like a whole lot of bodies kind of laying around there. I don't know. I don't know if that was supposed to be a shot in the head or just a little cut there. Somebody said, oh, somebody shot him in the head, but I don't think they go that far with it. But it's just a little, fake blood put on there for effects. But a whole lot of carnage in the back. Then out in the forefront, they're here. It is Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Sick Six. Again, I hope Paul Triple H Levesque knows what he's doing. You makes the story right, make it look good, and doesn't and hopefully the fans take into it pretty well. It can be good and fans hate it. It can be bad, but fans love it. Sometimes, for some reason, things you know go opposite ways, but hopefully, hopefully this turns out good. Especially if it's supposed to be a tribute to Bray Wyatt and all that. So, um, yeah, hopefully things turn out good. Uh, all right, time to plug in some stuff here. Every Tuesday, I do a trivia show called Wrestling Trivia Tuesday. Usually drops on Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. What I do, I ask 5 questions, all dealing with the sport of professional wrestling. So check it out. Play with friends. Uh, and if you do play, hey, leave a comment. Let me know how you did. Also, every week, I have what you're watching now, a WWE Raw Recap show. Usually try to have that dropped in by Tuesday evening or Wednesday evening. Then, speaking of which, also do a AEW Dynamite recap show. Usually drop that on Thursdays. This Wednesday is supposed to be kind of a big deal. We got MJF taking on Roosh. First match of the night, no commercial. So let's see what happens there. Uh, Speaking of Thursday nights, I usually drop this on Thursdays, but speaking of Thursday night, I do a live stream called Spot Show Live Stream with me, Ronald Ray. It starts at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Friday morning in Japan, and 5 a.m. Friday morning in India. Come by, check it out. Gonna talk about some news of the week or a few little news bits of the week. Also, going to do a quick little recap of the Clash at the Castle premium live event. But you know what? If the new stuff is, you're not digging the new stuff, check us out on Friday. Every Friday, I host a show called Wrestling Gold Friday Night. It's towards the old school wrestling, 70s, 80s, 90s. I don't think, yeah, I think I had one episode in the 90s. Anyway, uh, start time on that is 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Saturday morning in Japan, and 5 a.m. Saturday morning in India. Come by, check it out. I do a today in professional wrestling. Also do a watch along featuring a classic show this week. We're going to watch some UWF, Universal Wrestling Federation, the Bill Watts, the true UWF, not that Herb Abrams bullshit. And it's going to be the true UWF, the Bill, from Mid South turn to UWF, that UWF, the Bill Watts UWF, the good one from Oklahoma, Louisiana. Can't iterate enough. It's not the Herb Abrams. But yeah, that we'll be doing that as our watch along. Other than that, that does it for this week's WWE Raw Recap show. Appreciate everybody watching. Until next time, you guys have a good one and take it easy. Hey there, thank you for checking this out. If you enjoyed it, share with friends, drop a like button, leave a comment. Also, be a champ and hit that subscribe button. You can also check me out on social media, Facebook at Ronald Ray, on X or Twitter is RPATRPTV46. Until next time.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.